Hello, dear students. Today we're going to talk about the nature of electricity. And as you can remember, last time we talked exactly about electricity, and also I told you the definition of this new term. My name is Tatiana Vladimirovna, and let's get it started. What is nature of electricity? Exactly, electricity is a form of energy that is obtained from other forms of energy such as chemical energy, nuclear energy, heat energy, solar energy, and so on, available in the nature. Electricity is a phenomenon associated with the existence and motion of the electric charge in the nature. This article is meant for explaining the nature of electricity, but before that we will understand the concept of electricity and its existence. The concept of electricity, also referred to as electrical energy, is a form of energy which is usually obtained from other forms of energy present in the nature. Electricity is a physical phenomenon related to the presence and movement of electric charges. Electricity is associated with various common phenomena such as magnetism, lightning, static electricity, current electricity, electric discharge, electric heating, and so on. Electricity is mainly due to the existence of electric charge. The electricity is a property of subatomic particles such as electrons and protons. The charge on electrons is negative, while the charge of protons is positive. An electric charge has a field around it, in which other charges experiences as force of attraction or repulsion. This field is called the electric field. An electric charge at rest, example, while does not movement, produces only an electric field. On the other hand, a charge in motion produces both electric field and magnetic field. The structure of matter. Electricity is the backbone of modern industrial society, as it is being used in versatile applications such as powering equipment, driving motors, lightning, magnetism, and so on. In order to understand the concept of electricity, it is important to understand the structure of matters. From elementary physics, we know that every matter in this universe is made up of very small particles called molecules. The molecules represents all the identities of the matter. Each molecule is in turn made up of tiny particles called atoms. An atom is the most elementary piece of substance that can exist in the nature. Based on the type of atoms in a molecule of a substance, the substance can be divided into two classes, namely elements and compounds. A substance is called an element of its molecules consists of same kinds of atoms, whereas a substance whose molecule consists of different types of atoms is called a compound. Now we will discuss the basic structure of atom and behavior of charged subatomic particles, exactly electrons and protons, to understand the concept of electricity and its nature. The structure of atom also you can see in this picture, and as we discussed above, that atoms are the basic building blocks of the materials. Thus, an atom is responsible for defining the characteristics of a matter. An atom consists of two parts, namely nucleus and extranucleus. The nucleus is the central part of an atom, while the extranucleus is a space around the nucleus within the molecule or the material. The nucleus of an atom contains two subatomic particles, namely protons and neutrons. A proton is a positive charged particle, whereas a neutron is a particle having no charge, example neutral. These two particles, protons and neutrons, are strongly bounded with the nucleus of an atom by the nuclear force, and thus cannot be easily removed from the atom. On the other hand, the extra nucleus has a number of electrons revolving around the nucleus in a definite path called orbit. The nucleus is the central part of the atom, while the extra nucleus is a space around the nucleus within the molecule of the material. The nucleus of an atom contains of two subatomic particles, namely protons and neutrons. A proton is positively charged particle, whereas the neutron is a particle having no charge, example neutral. There are two particles, protons and neutrons, are strongly bound with the nucleus of an atom by nuclear forces and thus cannot be easily removed from the atom. On the other hand, the extra nucleus has a number of electrons revolving around the nucleus in a definite path called orbit. An electron is a negatively charged subatomic particle, since the electrons are present external to nucleus within the atom, and they are less strongly bound to the nucleus. As a result, they can be easily removed from the atom by supplying a sufficient amount of energy to them. From the discussion about the structure of atom, we can observe that electrons are free to move within the body of the material. Hence, we can say the electrons are entirely responsible for the flow of electrons current. However, protons also exhibit the electrical behavior. But electrons are responsible for all particle electrical phenomena. Now, with the understanding of atomic structure, we are able to comment about the nature of electricity. Guys, I hope that this lecture was very useful for you, and after this lecture I attached some materials, exactly some tasks, and you should prepare them for our next lecture. This is our reading, speaking task, and also I prepared for you one more document. Please do it when you will be able and when you will have your free time. See you next time. I wish you good luck. Goodbye.